At the pool, Jason meets up with Danny, who just got off work. Jason lets his son know that he has to leave town for a few days and takes Sasha and Daisy out of the country. Danny asks if this has to do with Daisy going missing on the 4th. Jason says that is part of it, so if he wants to say goodbye, he should do it today. Danny admits he started thinking of Daisy as his little sibling during Sasha's pregnancy, and he really likes Sasha. Jason says both Michael and Sasha agree this is the best for Daisy, even if Michael doesn't get to see Daisy again. Danny asks if that is what happened between him and his mom. Jason admits that leaving him was hard, but seeing him standing here now, it was the right thing to do. Stella drops by Curtis's office and has a beef with him. She asks why he is poking Sonny with that article. She says Sonny's son owns Aurora and pays his checks. Curtis assures her that Michael understands why he did what he did, but Stella doesn't. She says that story wasn't the news, it was a hit piece. This also hurts Laura, who is a friend. Now Ezra has a boost with the Measure C mess, so she wants the truth about the article. Curtis admits it wasn't his idea, and he can't tell her much more. Stella hopes he knows what he's doing. She says she is always here for him, and whatever he says won't go any further than her. He doesn't want to involve her and assures her things will work out. He tells her how glad he is to have her in her life, and she's always around to set him straight. They embrace. In the Quartermain kitchen, Sasha explains to Nina that it's no longer safe for her and Daisy in Port Charles. She tells her about Daisy being targeted, and it may have to do with Sonny. She doesn't want to live with bodyguards, so they are going far away. The thought of leaving here and all of them is hard, but it's the right thing for Daisy. Nina knows they've been through a lot, and she thinks of her as a daughter. Sasha cries that she is going to miss her, and Nina says she'll miss her too. They promise to video chat. Nina asks what Sasha needs from her, but Sasha says it's all been figured out. Nina must do something, as she's the reason Daisy is in danger. She feels this is her fault for outing Michael as Daisy's father at the custody hearing. Sasha says the truth would have come out at some point, and at least they are leaving while Daisy isn't old enough to remember the people they are leaving. She knows Nina was only trying to help her daughter, which she now understands given she has a daughter of her own. Sasha says they've been through a lot together. Nina tells her that if she needs anything, call her, and she'll always be here for her. Nina knows she and Daisy will have a great life. They say their I love yous, and Nina leaves. In the sunroom, Michael tells Tracy that after the fire at Charlie's and the security breach here, Sasha is taking Daisy and leaving Port Charles, as it's not safe for them. He's also considered taking his kids and leaving with them. Tracy doesn't believe he'll go through with that, as he won't take Wiley and Amelia from Monica, along with Daisy. Michael can't imagine his life without Daisy, and what if he never sees his daughter again? Tracy says Michael doesn't know he won't see his daughter again, but he's putting his child first. Daisy may never know the sacrifice he made to protect her, but others will know, including himself. That will see him through this. Jason arrives home, and Tracy says she just found out the latest price Michael is paying for being Sonny's son. Now that Sonny is Gio's grandfather, Sonny has to be thrown out of Port Charles and kept from Gio. Tracy knows Sonny once asked Jason to take Wiley and Amelia out of this house, and he refused for Monica's sake. He showed that he had limits when it came to Sonny and that he values family loyalty. That's why she has a request of him. In the kitchen, Danny tells Sasha and Daisy that he'll miss them both. She says he's been an incredible surrogate big brother and a great friend. Danny admits he was hoping she and his dad might get together for real for a while, and he thinks she's great. Sasha thinks the same of him and lets Danny hold the baby. He cries that she probably won't remember him, but he'll remember her, and he'll always be her big brother who loves her. Later, Michael finds Daisy and Sasha in the kitchen. She tells him that they just said goodbye to Nina and Danny, which was hard. She hasn't been able to get her packing done, so Michael offers to watch Daisy so she can pack. She thanks him and heads off. Michael holds his daughter and can't believe he has to say goodbye to her. Nina stops by Curtis's office and claims she wants to help him with his media campaign against Sonny. She knows Sonny inside and out and can reveal the real truth about him. Curtis doesn't think this is a good idea, and he suspects this is Drew's doing. She says Drew is a thorn in her side, but someone else got to her. Curtis knows about how the Jacinda plan backfired. She's sorry if she got Portia in trouble with Drew, but he says Portia made her own problems. However, everything goes back to Drew, and they have to come up with a way to disarm him as soon as possible. At the hospital, Drew promises Willow that they will give Michael a taste of his own medicine and beat him at his own game. Drew says Michael painted her as an unfit mother, so they'll make Michael look incompetent, weak, and a danger to his children. She asks what he's planning, but he doesn't want to say much. All Drew says is that they'll use Michael's past against him. He believes he's onto something and won't stop until they are a family again. They embrace. Elsewhere, Kai asks to speak with Portia. They head into her office, and he says he's sorry that the choice he made has caused her so much trouble. Portia asks if he's saying he wishes he hadn't betrayed her and Curtis to Drew. Kai doesn't regret what he told Drew, as his daughter and Willow could have gotten caught in the fallout. She says he made a promise to Trina and broke it, and he took that spark in her smile and eyes away from her again. It was gone for so long, and while she knows Trina will get it back, she can't forgive him for hurting her daughter. Kai thinks he should go. Portia admits he was good for Trina, but that ended when he fell on his sword for someone who wouldn't do that for him. Suddenly, Drew shows up to see Portia. Kai heads out, and Drew asks why Kai was here. She says it was about him, and Kai's another one of his victims. Kai's lost Trina due to his loyalty to Drew, and soon will eventually see him for who he is. Portia asks Drew what he wants now. He wants her to help him take down Michael. She doesn't know what Michael has to do with her. He says Michael still comes here for blood work for his burn treatments, and he needs her to make it look like Michael is an opioid addict, which started due to the pain he was in from his burns. She realizes this is so he can take Michael's kids away. Portia states she has her limits and won't do it. He says she'll come around, unless she wants to kiss her life and career goodbye. He walks out. Later, Willow catches Isaiah on the phone discussing how much it will cost to renovate Lucky's cabin. He explains to her that Lucky's cabin is turning into a money pit and needs a complete overhaul. Willow says he could always sell it, but Isaiah doesn't want to, as Lucky trusted it to him. He's going to redo the cabin as an escape from the city. He says maybe he'll have kids of his own to pass it down to, like Luke did to Lucky. Isaiah realizes his comment was insensitive and asks how the custody fight is going. She says nothing is happening, though she and Drew are getting married at the end of the month. Her mom is making sure it will be a great day. She just wishes her kids could be there. Kai runs into Stella, and she asks if he and Trina want to have dinner with her at the surf lodge. He confesses that they broke up, which Stella is sorry to hear. He admits he broke Trina's trust, and Stella says that will be hard to come back from knowing her Trina. At the Quartermain residence, Tracy knows she can't dissuade Jason's loyalty to Sunny, and Michael is taking Daisy out of Port Charles to protect her. So, allow her to protect her family and not stand in the way of her efforts to get Sunny out of Port Charles. At the hospital, Kai tells Stella he lost Trina by standing up for his principles. She understands and recounts walking away from a suitor and life with him for her sister and her kids. For her, it was worth it, but she wonders if his decision was worth it for him. In her office, Portia has a complete breakdown and smashes her medical diploma and screams. At Aurora, Nina tells Curtis that if she knew how to disarm Drew, she would. Now she has to publicly come out against Sunny, and he'll hate her all over again. Curtis recounts Nina admitting that she was sleeping with Drew. He says sometimes they have to betray a friend, and it doesn't feel good. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Back at the hospital, Drew tells Willow that his plan is in motion, and they may have her kids back before the wedding. They gave Michael every opportunity to compromise, but he wouldn't, so this will hurt him significantly. At the Q's, Michael tells Daisy that tomorrow she's going on a long trip with Mommy. If he could, he'd go with her. He thinks she won't even remember this place, or likely even him. He says that might be for the best, so she won't miss him like he will miss her. Sasha watches and listens from the doorway. On the next General Hospital, Felicia tells someone to drop this. Anna asks a favor of someone. Dalton tells Joss that the exciting work will start soon. Lulu tells Dante what to do in order to have a chance to get Gio back. Rocco meets with someone and is glad they came. Sunny asks someone, "Why did you lie to the press about me?" Sasha's on a plane with Jason, and she asks if he ever stops to think about what he wants. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. Here is your General Hospital spoiler sneak peek video for Wednesday, July 16, 2025. Michael might not like it, but he is ready to let Sasha and Daisy leave Port Charles indefinitely to keep Daisy safe. However, he begins to think about whether he should just join her. He has full custody of Wiley and Amelia, and nothing is stopping him from taking off with them to be a family with Sasha and his younger daughter. Meanwhile, Sasha is taken aback when Nina tells her that she is the reason that Sasha and Daisy have to leave. Does she feel guilty for outing Michael as Sasha's baby daddy at the custody hearing? While Michael and Sasha decide what to do with the rest of their lives, the gruesome twosome just want to make Michael and Sasha's lives miserable. Willow wants to be able to continue secretly stalking Daisy and borrowing the baby whenever she feels like it. Drew wants to stick it to Michael because Michael is not bending to his will. So, he lays out his plan to Willow. Surely, she will go along with it because she goes along with everything Drew ever wants. Portia does not go along with everything Drew wants, which may be why she throws a fit in her office and starts tossing files around. Where is Isaiah to calm her down when she needs it? Aunt Tracy summons Jason to the solarium, where she tells him she needs something from him. Something that he is getting used to now that he is a Quartermain again. Tracy is so happy that Alan's son is loyal to the family again after all these years that she keeps putting him to work. Something tells us she wants Tracy to talk to Gio and get Sunny to leave Gio alone. The latter is already done, but Gio does look like he is not going to heed Sunny's warnings. Can Jason get through to him? They say that knowledge is power, but finding out that Britt, not Lulu, gave birth to him has left General Hospital teen Rocco feeling, well, powerless. So he's doing all that he can to fill in the blanks, which puts him on a collision course with none other than Britt's mother Obrecht, Liesel to her friends. When Rocco gets together with the reformed villainess who was briefly kinda sorta his grandmother, it's an event with a capital E. He certainly sees it that way anyhow, so he ditches his usual casual attire. Portrayer Finn Carr tells Soap Opera Digest, and instead of messy hair, he has a nice little comb-over to try and impress her a little bit. Bless his heart, Rocco thinks that a comb-over equates to a sign of respect. The youngster needn't attempt to put on a show for the returning Kathleen Gotti's character, however. She is just as excited to talk to Rocco as he is to talk to her, Carr says. Despite the fact that Liesel is notorious in Port Charles, she helped Faison hold Robin hostage and shot both Liz and Victor. To Rocco, she's just a really nice person, and through her, he's able to learn some new stuff about himself. General Hospital spoilers for the next 3 weeks, July 14th to August 1st, reveal that Britt Westbourne will come back into the picture while Rocco Falconeri plays with fire. Jocelyn Jax will also scramble as some chaos erupts, so there'll be a lot to look forward to. The week of July 14th-18 will bring Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jax's catch-up session, so Trina will talk about Kai Taylor's betrayal and her decision to dump him over it. Later, Jocelyn will have to think fast and leap into action. There might be a window of opportunity to sneak in Professor Henry Hank Dalton's lab. Or maybe Jocelyn will try to stop Emma Scorpio Drake from sneaking in first. Unfortunately, Vaughn seems poised to get busted after Anna Devane digs into his background. Anna may figure out Vaughn is working for the WSB and consider the possibility that Jocelyn is employed by them too. As for Willow Tate, she could set off some alarms after a run-in with Michael Corinthos. Taj, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, and Daisy Gilmore at GH. Will Sasha and Michael consider Willow a possible Daisy stalker candidate? If so, could a trap pave the way for Willow's exposure and Sasha's choice to remain in town with Daisy after all? Although Stella Henry will have concerns about Curtis, he'll leave her in the dark. Curtis may be unwilling to talk about his marriage problems and the escalating situation with Drew Kane. Drew will continue to make manipulative moves all over the place, so Curtis, Nina Reeves, and plenty of others on canvas will be affected. As for Sonny Corinthos, he'll face pressure to make a sacrificial move. It's easy to imagine Carly pushing Sonny to leave for his island in Puerto Rico if she fears things are getting too dangerous for their family in PC. After Lulu Spencer warns Jason Morgan not to talk to Rocco about Britt again, she'll end up sparring with Dante. Lulu may be outraged if Dante tries to be understanding about Brooklyn Quartermain's mistake. Dante can't forget that Brooklyn let that file land in Rocco's hands, but he also knows she's sorry and didn't mean for it to happen. Since Dante will see something that stuns him later, he might peek at Rocco's laptop and see that he's been emailing Liesl Obrecht. Liesl will get back in touch with Ben, aka Rocco, and most likely admit she's glad he's reached out. Will Rocco and Obrecht meet in person for a question and answer session during the week of July 21st to 25? Rocco is still wondering things when it comes to Britt, so Liesl may share more about her. It seems like Rocco is feeling connected to Britt now that he knows his real birth story. Of course, Lulu is going to flip out if she realizes Rocco has made contact with Liesl. If Lulu tries to shut this down, it could backfire and make Rocco feel like she's hindering his attempt at closure. Kelly Thiebaud will return to GH before July is over, so her comeback could lead to drama erupting during the week of July 28th, August 1st. Is Britt, or potentially her clone, trapped in Professor Dalton's research lab? Could Thiebaud's character pop up somewhere else that's shocking instead? Regardless, Liesl could have a heartwarming mother-daughter reunion coming up if this is truly Britt. Rocco will certainly be interested in any Britt developments as well, since he seems poised to bond with her down the line. Back with Kai, he surely won't give up on fixing things with Trina. Will Kai pull off a grand gesture in hopes of proving his love? Time will tell, but the best thing that could happen would be for Kai to finally open his eyes to who Drew really is. That might be the only way to help Kai and Trina on the road to reconciliation. General Hospital spoilers say love will remain complicated in Port Charles, so we'll bring you updates on any romantic news to come. Olivia Quartermain has been relatively scarce on General Hospital lately, while her family is involved in drama and chaos. Not only have there been the mysterious things happening to Sasha's newborn Daisy, but the shocking news that her son Dante Falconeri and daughter-in-law Brooklyn Quartermain Chase had a child together in the form of Gio Palmieri. There's a good reason for that, as Olivia's portrayer, Lisa Locicero, is a recurring actor on General Hospital and has been busy lately with a new project. She announced on her Instagram account on July 14th that her new movie, called Beginning Tomorrow, which she has been promoting for months on social media, has begun filming this week. The film stars her and ex-General Hospital actor Jameson Jones, who wrote the script. Juan Pablo Arias Munoz is directing the film. Lo Cicero captioned the post, "First shoot day on Beginning Tomorrow. Thanks again to everyone who supported. Ooh, this team is a dream, and as much as I love my Olivia Quartermain, I'm so thrilled to take a little detour in a different medium. Hearts mod independent film, hashtag filmmaking, #actors, life, #actors life." Lo Cicero and Jones promoted a crowdfunding campaign on Seed and Spark recently to raise money to shoot the film. They recently got the green light to go ahead and shoot the film, and the duo released a trailer. On IMDb, the film is described as a couple struggles to reconnect, dissecting their past and scrutinizing a future together. A thought-provoking story about what draws us together, flaws and all, and why we play emotional games at any age in search of love and significance. Lo Cicero's Port Charles son, Easton Rocket Suida, who plays Leo Quartermain on General Hospital, commented, "That's so cool! You're awesome, Tom!" It's possible that Tom was a typo for Mom. Then Lo Cicero replied, "Miss you, Ton." Jones commented on the post, "Awesome! Thrilled to have you on board. What a beautiful depth of emotion you bring to this role." Several fans weighed in on the new project and wished her luck, with some worried that Lo Cicero was leaving General Hospital, which is not the case. IG user Donald Chapman wrote, "I love you on GH and wish you had more screen time. The writers are wasting your talent. Good luck with this and hope you will continue to be on GH." Instagrammer Judy.Schmal added, "Good for you! Enjoy your project, but don't forget to come back to the Q Mansion." Cicero and Jones shared in previous interviews about the project that they both grew up in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Jones's grandparents lived 3 blocks from where Cicero grew up. Jameson Jones has played 3 different roles on General Hospital in the past, most recently as Dr. Warren Kirk in 2020. He played a character named William on GH for several episodes in 2004 and 2005. He also acted on The Young and the Restless as Jesse Gaines in 2001. Jones has also appeared on the series 911 and starred in a TV miniseries Women at War, which aired on Netflix in 2092 too. Fans want their favorites back. Is it possible? General Hospital has let some fan favorites go, most recently Sam and Dex, and viewers are not happy about it. What if they weren't really gone? We all know this storyline has been done ad nauseum. Soaps love to bring people back from the dead. It may be unrealistic, but it works. Fans were in an uproar when both Sam and Dex were killed off, one right after the other. They are still angry and have been calling for both to return to Port Charles. What if they are alive somewhere? Cyrus could have only pretended to kill them by drugging them. We wouldn't put it past a villain like him to fake their deaths and keep them hostage. It would be wonderful to see Sam and Dex come home to the people who love them. Cyrus may have been crazy, but he was also crazy smart. What if he was working with Brennan and the WSB? Brennan wanted Jocelyn to join the organization, but it never would have happened if her boyfriend were alive. He needed to give her something to fight for, and that was Dex's murder. The WSB would have considered Cyrus collateral damage and let Joss kill him. But why pretend to kill Sam? Brennan may be holding both her and Dex and threatening their loved ones so that they help the WSB, sort of like what the FBI did to Jason. Sam's private investigator background and Dex's military training would make them desirable to the WSB, and they have been known to do more than break the rules. This all could have something to do with Sidwell and his connection to Professor Dalton. Who knows? Stranger things have happened on GH. Would you like to see Sam and Dex reappear? Let us know in the comments section. Will Geo get over his anger and try to forgive? Geo has every right to be angry on General Hospital because his entire life was built on a lie. But it may be time to stop reacting so quickly and start listening. Geo discovered who his biological parents were in the most unfortunate way. Overhearing Lulu confronting Lois about the truth was heartbreaking to watch. He was devastated, and who can blame him? The whole world was lying to him, including the only mother he ever knew. Some time has passed since the news exploded at the nurses' ball, but Geo is angrier than ever. He has moved in with Emma and Anna, and will not speak to most of the Quartermains, including Brooklyn and Dante. His anger is understandable, but it may be time to take a breath and hear them out. Brooklyn was a teenager when she was pregnant, and believed she was giving her child a better life by putting him up for adoption. The news is a shock, but she wasn't being hurtful, and he was not unwanted. She thought she was doing what was best. As for Dante, he didn't even know she was pregnant. Yes, he was a total jerk to Geo before he knew the truth, but allow him to apologize and maybe begin to build a relationship. Geo is at an impasse. He can accept what has happened and try to move on, or he can let it ruin his life. He claims he will never play the violin again. That would be him punishing himself. He is extremely talented, and it has always been something he enjoys. It would be tragic to lose that. He is now bonding with Lulu. He is angry at Brooklyn and Dante, but not Lulu? She is the one who told his secret without permission and hurt him. Is this his way of punishing his bio parents? Some fans have predicted that his anger will push him in a similar direction as Jason all those years ago, and he will work for his grandpa Sonny. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Do you think it's time for Geo to dial down his anger and attempt to forgive his parents? Let us know in the comments section. GH fans want Nina to tell Willow that she's been sleeping with Drew. General Hospital fans are thirsty for Drew's downfall. They don't believe that he's done just yet. Viewers would love to see Port Charles' resident bad boy and troubled politician get his karma. Nina's bombshell could lead to total chaos, especially for this troubled couple. We can't tell if this is an epic love story or a bad romance. Willow has been spiraling ever since Michael was granted full custody of their kids. she hasn't made the best decisions lately. For example, Willow should remove herself from Drew, but she can't. But instead of being driven by lust, Willow has a thirst for revenge. She wants to stick with Michael. His return has turned her world upside down. Now she's clinging to Drew, even though the man isn't healthy for her. She's been on a downward spiral for a while now, but it's changed her personality. GH fans are looking forward to their downfall. Nina slept with Drew. She could use this information to her advantage. It's time for Nina to share this bombshell with Willow and Lulu. Longtime fan and reader Gail Kinzer would love to see chaos unfold in Port Charles. Gail is waiting for the bombshell to drop. Willow should learn that Nina's been sleeping with Drew all this time. She could also be the one to take Drew down. Willow's world could come crashing down as well. Michael already told her that he plans on taking the kids out of town. Willow ended up running into Drew's arms. He assured her that he would be there for her. But he's keeping a big secret from her. Drew has been in Nina's bed. We need to see this go down. It's high time for this couple to go their separate ways. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's time for Drew and Willow's relationship to end? Do you think Nina's dirty little secret will come out? Sound off below in the comments section. General Hospital spoilers suggest a truth bomb is about to rock Port Chuck as Jen Sidwell's potential secret partner in his plot to dismantle Sonny Corinthos could be poised to be revealed, leaving the mob boss blindsided by a betrayal from within his inner circle. Sidwell's ruthless campaign, marked by the Charlie's pub fire that risked Christina Corinthos Davis' life and the penthouse explosion that nearly killed Michael Corinthos, hides a deeper network of enemies working to crush Sonny's empire. As Sonny, eternally propped up by Jason Morgan, fights to protect his family and peers, could this shocking ally, someone close to him, spell his downfall? Will the truth unravel his trust and ignite a war? Sidwell's schemes, including his push to seize Sonny's peers and his ties to Professor Henry Hank Dalton's top-secret project, rely on a clandestine ally whose identity could stun Sonny. Fans speculate this partner might be a trusted figure, possibly tied to Ava Jerome, or even someone in Sonny's orbit, orchestrating moves like the Charlie's fire that endangered his daughter. A tense showdown might reveal the traitor, with Anna Devane's investigation closing in. Will Sonny uncover this betrayal, perhaps in a heated confrontation, or be caught off guard by a knife in the back? Sonny's focus on Sidwell has blinded him to the broader network, potentially involving figures like Natalia Ramirez's late connections or Drew Quartermain's schemes. The partner's betrayal could exploit Sonny's health issues and recent brushes with death, weakening his grip. This traitor's closeness might hit harder than fans are expecting, especially if it's someone like Jocelyn Joss Jacks. Will Sonny's trust in his inner circle, like Michael or Alexis Davis, crumble under this shocking reveal? The exposure of Sidwell's ally could ignite a full-scale war, with Sonny rallying Michael and Carly against the traitor, while Christina's survival in the fire adds emotional stakes. Fans online are itching for answers, with some of them gasping, "Who is betraying Sonny?" and others betting, "It's gotta be someone close." If the partner is tied to the Corinthos custody drama or Joss's secret WSB operations, the fallout has the power to restructure this family forever. General Hospital spoilers reveal the impending return of Dr. Liesl Obrecht to Port Charles. Soon has fans overflowing with excitement, especially after Rocco Falconeri reached out to his former grandmother seeking answers about his birth and Britt Westbourne's role in his initial upbringing. Rocco's email to Liesl, seen last week, stems from his shock at learning Britt carried him after stealing Lulu Spencer and Dante Falconeri's embryo, a truth uncovered through Brooklyn Quartermain's revenge plan to destroy Lulu. With Liesl's comeback confirmed and Britt's return looming, whether alive as a twin, in flashbacks, or as an apparition, Rocco's quest to trace his roots could shake his family to its core. How will Liesl's answers upend Rocco, Dante, and Lulu's world? Rocco's curiosity about the 7 months he spent as Ben Westbourne before being returned to his biological parents drives his outreach to Liesl, who is bound to be shocked and delighted to hear from him. His hurt, fueled by Lulu and Dante's secrecy and Brooke Lynn's reckless reveal, has him questioning his identity and there is nothing his parents can do to repair it right now. He has to see this through to the other side, wherever that ends up. Liesel's return could offer Rocco insight into Britt's motives, but risks deepening his rift with Lulu and Dante. Will Liesel's answers, perhaps revealing Britt's desperation for love, heal Rocco, or fuel his sense of betrayal? Liesel's arrival, after an 18-month absence, could unravel the fragile Falconeri dynamic. Dante, already strained by Lulu's role in Giovanni Gio Palmieri's adoption surprise, may struggle to support Rocco, while Lulu's guilt, shared with Laura Collins, intensifies. If Liesel shares Britt's story, she might soften Rocco's pain but inflame Lulu's fears of losing him. Britt's return, whether in flashbacks or alive, could amplify the chaos, especially if tied to other dramas she left behind with her untimely death. Will Liesel bridge Rocco to his past or fracture his family further? Enter any GH chat room or Facebook group right now, and you're likely to find fans drooling over the potential storylines that could stem from a double dose of trouble returning to town. Liesel didn't leave on such good terms, but something tells us Rocco's outreach is going to inject some joy back into her life, possibly bringing her a sense of closeness she hasn't felt to her Britta since she held her lifeless body in her arms. At the same time, Britt turning up alive could drastically change Liesel and Rocco's lives forever. That's assuming Liesel doesn't already know her daughter isn't dead. The possibilities are endless, and we can't wait to see which one GH writers bring to life on screen. Will Liesel Obrecht's return and Rocco's quest for answers about Britt reshape Dante and Lulu's family, or will it spark a painful unraveling that leaves Rocco adrift? Keep checking back with us every day for more GH news and spoilers. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you!